let's do today our Hormone Yoga sequence. We will be following the PDF, okay, with all the sequence. And let's start just by bringing awareness to our center. Feel your spine. And we will visualize the whole central channel. From the perineum all the way up through the spine to the top of the head. And then come back from the top of the head all the way down through the spine to the perineum. As we focus on our spine, our central channel, we are gathering energy to the center. So wherever the mind goes, prana or chi follows the mind. And now that we are centered and anchored here and now, let's start with our warm-ups. So we start with the shoulders warm-up. You can be standing with feet together or with feet apart, interlace fingers, and then inhale, exhale. So remember here, the inhalation is active, the exhalation is active. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. And slowly relax. You can do the movement faster or slower according to your needs. The second warm-up is side bends. So the same interlace fingers, arms up, and then inhale, exhale. Inhale, exhale. Active, active. So we just change the breath. Inhale left, exhale right. Active, active. You don't hear the sound of my breath because Zoom is cutting the sound, but there is sound, okay? Inhale, exhale. Active, active. And slowly release. Observe the sensations. Take a deep breath. Every cell in your whole body is breathing. We continue now swinging the hips. So it's going to be right and left, right and left. We can bring the hands behind the head. Inhale, exhale. Active, active. Come back to center. Now change to the other side. And slowly release. Observe the sensations. The whole body is breathing, fully present. Every cell is breathing. Yeah. Now, arching the lower back and scooping the tailbone under. Okay. Arching and then tailbone under. Inhale, exhale. Now we change just the breath. Inhale, exhale. And slowly release. Observe the sensations in your body. Every cell is breathing. We now go to the warm-up number 4 is stretching the leg. So right leg over the left leg, interlace fingers, index fingers pointing, inhale, arms up, and then slowly bend forward, and your index finger is going to touch the floor, or maybe you can also hold the elbows. And then there's a bouncing movement, gentle bouncing. Inhale up, exhale down. Inhale up, exhale down. Active, active. Inhale and stretch your arms up. Exhale, release. And now the other side. Left leg over the right leg. Inhale, arms up. And then exhaling, bending forward. You can keep just the fingertips on the floor, or you can hold the elbows and then inhale, exhale. Active, active. Inhale and stretch your arms up. Exhale, release. Feel the sensations. Take a deep breath. Your whole body is breathing. We are anchoring ourselves in our breath, here and now, this moment. No worries about the future, nothing regarding to the past, just this present moment as it is. Now slowly we sit down, and the next one, the next warm-up is called the flying hair twist. So it's a twist. Also, as we twist, we are working on the adrenal glands. So holding hands and then inhale, exhale. Come back to center. Take a deep breath. Maybe you feel a little bit dizzy. It's okay. Yeah. If it's too much, then be careful. Do it more gently. Now change to the other side and inhale, exhale. And slowly come back to center. Feel the sensations. The whole body is breathing. one deep breath, fully present. Sometimes it's enough to anchor ourselves into this present moment. Now the next warm-up is the sitting cat. So we are going to be holding the big toes and then inhale, exhale. So arching and rounding. Active, active. Slowly come back to center. Deep breath. The whole body is breathing. And we can repeat the same thing. Inhale, exhale, active, active. Or we can hold the big toes and then inhale and hold the breath. While we are holding the breath, then we do as many movements as possible. So inhale, hold. Slowly exhale, never forcing, okay? When we are holding the breath, it should be always, always comfortable. As long as you can, but always comfortable. And with this, we finish the warm-ups, and now we start with the asanas. Yeah? So let's go to the first asana, Janu Shirshasana. So we are going to do the right ovary first. Bend the left knee, hands to your legs, wherever you can reach is fine. Okay? You can be holding the toes or hands on the knees as you prefer. And then inhale, exhale. There's a bouncing movement if that feels okay. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Active, active. Inhale, and then hold the breath. Mula bandha, tongue to the roof of the mouth, to the palate, and then focus on the tip of the nose. And exhaling, circulation of energy towards the right ovary. And slowly come out of the pose. And now change to the other side. We bend the right knee, knee down. So again, here we are holding the breath. It's a kumbhaka. So we don't want to force it. It should feel comfortable. But also, yes, as long as you can, but never crossing the edge where you start feeling some kind of anxiety or some kind of grasping for the next breath. So if we're holding the breath and we're grasping for the next breath, that's not the idea, okay? This is not what we want to do. We want to be comfortable in the kumbhaka, in the holding of the breath. So active, active. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and hold the breath. Mula bandha, tongue to the roof, to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Whenever you need to exhale, you just do it, yeah? And then as we exhale, we send the circulation of energy. We send like a waterfall of light into the left ovary. And then slowly come out of the pose. Good. And the other leg straight. Let's continue with the second one, knee to chest. So bend your right knee and we hold the thigh towards the chest, lengthen the spine, and then inhale, exhale. Active, active. Inhale and then hold the breath. Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, waterfall of light and prana into the right ovary. And you can visualize your ovary receiving that light, receiving that love, receiving that attention that actually sends prana and nutrition to the gland. Yeah. Now let's twist here. You can repeat the same one or go to the twist. So left arm hugging your leg, right hand on the floor behind, and then inhale, exhale, active, active. Inhale and hold, kumbhaka, mula bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Whenever you need to exhale, exhaling, waterfall of light into your right ovary. And you visualize the ovary receiving the light, receiving the prana. Now slowly change to the other side. So right leg straight, bend your left knee and hold. Thigh towards your chest, lengthen the spine. Inhale, exhale. Active, active. Inhale and hold the breath. Mula bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, waterfall of light and prana to your left ovary. You can repeat the same one, or you can hold the leg with the right arm, left hand to the floor behind, and then inhale, exhale, active, active. Inhale and hold the breath. Kumbhaka. with Mula Bandha, lifting the pelvic floor, tongue to the roof, to the palate, and then focus your attention on the tip of the nose. Whenever you need to exhale, you do it, and there is a waterfall of light and prana onto your left ovary. And slowly come out of the pose and take a moment to feel, okay? Feel the sensations. Take a deep breath, anchoring yourself in this present moment, here and now. Yeah. Now let's go to Mahasana, is the third position in the sequence in the PDF. Now knees are closer to each other, feet are apart. Yeah, and the movement is hips forward, backward, right, and left. Yeah, so forward, backward, and then to the sides. That's the movement. If possible, we will make fists with the hands, and we will bring the second knuckle is going to be pressing onto the, like, behind the ears, okay? Pressing behind the ears. And then from there, we will inhale, hold the breath, and as we hold the breath, we do as many movements as possible, okay? So let's get ready, hold. Slowly release. You can relax into the child pose for a moment and simply feel, okay? Feel the effects of the practice in your body. Take a deep breath. And we prepare for the next position, that is the sleeping pigeon variation. So one option is we bring the right foot forward, we sit onto the heel, and then we can bring the hands forward, or we can go all the way down with the chest towards the thigh. That's one option. The other option, if that is too much, is lying down on your back, and then we bring the right thigh towards your chest, okay? You choose whatever feels better for you. And then is active inhalation, active exhalation. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Hold Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, waterfall of light and love into your right ovary, and release. So now we change to the other side. If you are doing the pigeon variation, is going to be sitting onto your heel, and then maybe keep the hands or bring the elbows to the floor, whatever you can reach. And here you do the active breath. Or we can, again, lie down on your back and get your thigh towards your chest. Active, active. Inhale, exhale. Inhale. Hold the breath. Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, waterfall of light and love into your left ovary. And then release, come out of the pose and just observe for a moment the sensations in your body, the breath, the whole body. Every cell in your whole body is breathing. Our next position is the gentle Supta Virasana, okay? So we need to bring the hips slightly higher. You can roll a mat or you can roll a towel, okay? Or maybe a pillow or a bolster, whatever you have. You manage, okay, the height. So if your back is more flexible, you can have something that is higher and the hips will go higher. If that is not comfortable for your back, you keep maybe a towel that is not so high, a little bit smaller and more comfortable. Yeah, the idea is that we bring the hips on top of your bolster or towel, and then the hips are higher. Now the hips are going to be the highest point, and the knees go down. So we are crossing the ankles, bringing the knees down. And here, take a few deep breaths. Observe the sensations. Good. Interlace your fingers, stretch your arms over the head. Good. And now, inhale, exhale. Active, active. Inhale. And hold the breath. Mula Bandha, tongue to the roof, to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling love and prana to both ovaries and to the whole pelvis area. And now we will wrap the hands, create some heat. Once you feel the hands already warm, then you bring that heat and prana into your ovaries, into the whole pelvis area. Imagine the ovaries receiving the light. Imagine the whole pelvis receiving love, attention, care. And you can also send that very clear vibration, thank you, body, thank you, glands. I love you and I take care of you. And very slowly, we will come out, remove the bolster or the towel, whatever you have, and we do a counter pose. Bring your knees towards your chest and hug your legs. And here we do active inhalation, active exhalation. So in this style, it's called Bhastrika KD, but don't be confused with the Bhastrika that we do in Hatha Yoga. Okay, this is a special kind, so it's called Bhastrika KD. That's why I normally say just active breath. Active inhalation, active exhalation is an active. So inhale, exhale. Inhale and hold the breath. Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate, focus on the tip of the nose. When you exhale, we do the circulation of energy towards the head. Okay, so you can send it to your hair, to the skin, to the ears, the eyes, wherever you want to send the prana, wherever you want, wherever you need more prana in your body towards the head, then you send it there. It could be also just the whole head. It could be also the pituitary gland, okay, and the pineal gland. So this is called the 3 waves of beauty, and we just did the first wave. Let's go now into the second one. So now we are going to bring the hands under the buttocks, so there is a bit of pressure onto your wrists. And then the legs are performing like a cycling action. Yeah? And then inhale, exhale, active, active. Bend both knees, inhale, and we hold the breath, Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate, focus on the tip of the nose. Whenever you need to exhale, you send the energy, the prana, towards the head, ears, eyes, hair, skin. And then we change to the other side. So the same thing, just change the breath. Inhale, exhale, active, active. Bend the knees, inhale and hold the breath. Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, circulation of energy towards the head. And now we bring the legs up, and this is the third variation, is bringing the heel towards your buttock. Inhale, exhale, inhale, exhale. Rest for a moment, knees towards your chest, and now inhale and hold the breath. It's a comfortable holding, okay? So maybe you don't inhale 100% of your capacity. It might be something like 3/4 of your capacity to be able to hold the breath in a comfortable way, okay? So inhale and hold Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate, focus on the tip of the nose. Exhale. All this prana. And then the same thing, but just change the breath. Inhale, exhale. Bend your knees, inhale comfortably, and hold the breath. Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate, focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, sending prana and love and light towards your head. Visualize your head receiving this energy of love, this light, this prana that is like a nutrition for every cell in the whole head. And now slowly release the hands and we relax in the Shavasana position. And we will practice a short yoga nidra here. So you can feel the sensations, right? Your hands are, your wrists are kind of having some kind of ticklish sensations, and that's okay. And we will inhale or visualize that we inhale through the left hand, left fingers, and then that prana, that light flows through your wrist and then through your arm, all the way up to the shoulder, and it passes through the thyroid gland. And then exhale, right? You keep flowing through the right shoulder, right arm, right wrist, and then right fingers exhaling. And again, inhale through the right, all the way up to the shoulder, pass through the thyroid gland, and exhale through the left. We do a couple of rounds. This is a visualized Nadi Shodhana. We are cleaning the nadis. When we exhale, we are clearing like you can imagine dust out of the channels. And every time you inhale, you're inhaling light and prana. And slowly move your fingers, your toes. You can make circles with your wrists, with your ankles. And we prepare to continue with the next practice is going to be Setu Bandhasana Kriya. So in this position, first, we want to learn how to do the movement, okay? So we bring the hips up and down, gently feeling your body, pressing with the elbows down. Both feet are parallel. You're energizing the inner thighs. And then we bring the hips up and vertebra by vertebra. Okay, bring the hips up. And then the chest is coming towards the chin, but not the chin towards the chest, okay? The chest towards the chin. The chin remains in a neutral position. And then slowly, slowly down vertebra by vertebra, okay? So let's do a few more times the movement. Legs are active, feet are parallel. Make sure that the feet, they don't go out and the knees out. Just keep gathering energy towards the center. Chest open and slowly release. If this is okay for you, so now we are going to hold the pose there. And the position of the hands can be catching your ankles, or it can be interlacing fingers and pressing down onto the mat as you prefer. Okay, so you choose whatever works for you. And then is active breath. Inhale, exhale. Inhale and hold the breath. Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate, focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, circulation of energy towards the thyroid gland. And then slowly, slowly release. Legs down. You can rest for a moment. And as you rest there, make sure that you pay attention. How does your body feel? What are the effects of this practice in your body, in your mind? Yeah? And we will do it one more time if that's okay for you. So into the Setu Bandhasana, bridge, interlace fingers or catch your ankles, chest open, active inhalation, active exhalation. Inhale and hold Kumbhaka, Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling circulation of energy towards the thyroid gland. And slowly, slowly come out of the pose. Relax for a moment. And again, observe. Observe the sensations as you breathe after every practice. Yeah. And we will continue with the 3 slimming exercises with Ujjayi. Okay. So basically, this is to activate the thyroid gland. Okay, so the first one is going to be turning the head from side to side. Then the second one is going to be like a fish position in a backward bend. And then the third one is going to be chin towards your chest into a forward bend. Okay, so let's start. The legs are together. Okay? You are like in a standing position, holding your center like in Samastiti. And then we will do Ujjayi breath, that is kind of like closing the glottis and creating the sound of the wind as you inhale and as you exhale. And this is not a rapid breath. This is long, slow, Ujjayi breath. Okay, so first we turn the head to the right and 3 Ujjayi breaths. And now we inhale and hold the breath, Kumbhaka. Mula Bandha, tongue to the roof of the mouth, to the palate, and focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling circulation of energy to your thyroid gland. And slowly come back to center and then change to the other side. Turn your head to the left. 3 Ujjayi breath, long breath. There is a soft sound like a wind sound or ocean sound as you inhale and as you exhale. Inhale and hold Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling, sending love and light to your thyroid gland. And then slowly come back to center, relax for a moment, observe the sensations. So here, now we do the next one is a backward bend. One option is you are pressing with the elbows down, chest up, and then you will kind of support your head with your shoulders there. So if you're able to do that, if you're able to support the head with the shoulders, you're bringing the shoulder blades towards the center and you support the head there, then in that case, we can keep the head kind of like hanging. But otherwise, it's better just to bring something under the head so it's not hanging, or we can just do the fish position. Hands under your buttocks or thighs, press with your elbows down, chest up, and then the top of the head is just touching the floor. Ujjayi. Long inhalation, long exhalation, closing the glottis. Inhale and hold the breath. Exhale, circulation of energy to the thyroid gland. And then slowly come out of the pose. Okay. So we keep doing here long, deep Ujjayi breath. Okay, so not the rapid breath, but the long, slow breath. Now legs together, and then we will bring the chin towards the chest. And again, long Ujjayi breath. You can hear the sound of the wind. Long, slow breaths. And slowly release the head down. Now to hold the breath, to do the kumbhaka, we're going to hold the head, interlace your fingers behind your head, and then bring your chin towards your chest. Inhale. And hold Mula Bandha, tongue to the roof, to the palate. Focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling circulation of energy towards the thyroid gland. And then relax. You can bring your hands to your thyroid and feel for a moment the sensations in your body there. Wherever the attention goes, the prana follows the mind. And that's why all these practices are so powerful to actually energize and bring nutrition and prana to the glands, the endocrine glands in our body. Okay? Good. And always with gratitude, always with the attitude of thank you, body. I love you. Thank you for allowing me to have this experience, and never criticizing the body or judging yourself for whatever reason. Yeah. And now we slowly sit up. The next one is balancing the thyroid with the three bandhas. But today we will just do a very gentle movement, okay? So it's gonna be bringing the head back and then coming back with the chin down, okay? And then here, normally you would think that we want to do a inhalation and then an exhalation, but because later on we will apply the full Uddiyana Bandha, what we practice is we exhaling, bring the head back, and then inhale, chin forward. Exhale, head back. Inhale, chin forward. Exhale, head back. Inhale, chin forward. Good. Come back to center. And let's continue with the dynamic Viparita Karani Mudra. So we will do one variation today that is in the Viparita Karani, we point and flex, okay, our feet. And I give you some options. One option, it could be just the legs up, okay? So in cases, for example, of high blood pressure, we don't want to go into a full inversion, so we just bring the legs up, okay? So that's one option. And then here we do the pointing and flexing. The other option is bringing your hips slightly higher, so we can use the bolster under the hips or the towel, whatever you have. So now the hips are slightly higher and we bring the legs up. And then here we work on the pointing and flexing, pointing and flexing. Yeah. And then here is going to be inhale, exhale, active, active breath. Yeah. The other option is the full Viparita Karani Mudra. So we are bringing the hips up and then the hands to the lower back for support. And here we are arching the back, okay? Slightly arching the back and supporting with your hands. Okay, and then inhale, exhale. Inhale and hold the breath. Mula Bandha, tongue to the palate, focus on the tip of the nose. Exhaling love and light to the thyroid gland. If you need to rest, you can bring the knees towards your forehead, rest for a moment, or you just come out of a pose. And then we come back to the Viparita Karani Mudra. And now we are going to practice pelvic floor contractions. So we are contracting the pelvic floor from the anus, from the back, and then towards the center, the perineum, and then the front, the sphincter, okay, to pee, yeah, the urethra. And then we relax from front to back. So contract from back to front and relax from front to back, contracting and relaxing the pelvic floor. A few more times. And then when you're ready, slowly come out of the pose. Good. And we can relax in Shavasana. Relax completely. Surrender your body into the earth. And like we always say, just pay attention. What are the sensations in your body after the Viparita Karani? Next time we will do the other variations. And now we will continue with healing yoga nidra. Is like with a visualization. Okay. So we want to harmonize the energy of the ovaries, adrenal glands, thyroid gland. You can bring your hands onto your ovaries. If you prefer, you can also just relax in Shavasana with the palms up, okay? And then imagine that there is a ball of light on top of your left foot. And we start inhaling that light. So the toes are taking the light inside the body. And then this liquid light is flowing through your foot, passing through your ankle, lower leg, knee. Feel the sensations in the knee, bringing light and prana to your knee, and continue with the thigh, hip, and then passing through your left ovary, left adrenal gland, and going all the way up towards your thyroid at the base of your neck. And then we exhale right. So, right side of the thyroid gland, and then down through the adrenal, right ovary, and then exhaling the dust out of the right side channel through your right leg, thigh, knee, ankle, foot, and toes. Any kind of tension, any kind of toxin, we just let it go, let it out through the exhalation. And then inhale light through your toes. Now inhale through the right, taking the light into your foot, sole, heel, ankle, and then flowing through the lower leg to the knee. Feel your knee taking the light and continue through your thigh, right ovary, right adrenal gland, and up to your thyroid. And then exhale left. When we exhale, we are cleaning, we are letting the dust out of the channels. So exhaling, thyroid, adrenal, ovary, and then all the way out through your left leg and left toes. We do a few more rounds on your own. Nadi, Shodhana. It's a visualized Nadi Shodhana, okay? You can feel like ticklish sensations or kind of like electricity flowing as you go through every part of your body. Wherever the attention goes, prana follows. Take your time to do one more round on your own. And then slowly, slowly stretch your body. Stretch one side, the other side. And we sit up. Take your time. And we will do some pranayama exercises. So the calming pranayama, it's very simple. So the ratio here is 1:2. It means we inhale, for example, 4 seconds, and then exhale in 8. If you inhale in 5, then exhale in 10. Whatever it is, your inhalation, the exhalation is going to be double length, okay? So very simple, through both nostrils. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 1, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Inhale, 2, 3, 4. Exhale, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8. Okay, so you can do it like that, counting. You could also go, okay, 5, 10, 6, 12, 10, 20, whatever feels comfortable for you. And I also like to combine here a mantra with the breath. So, for example, you choose a mantra that you like, anyone. It could be also an affirmation that is matching the breath. So, let's say, for example, I do Om Namo Narayanaya. That is 4 seconds, exactly the same as we were doing. So, inhale Om Namo Narayanaya. Exhale Om Namo Narayanaya. Om Namo Narayanaya. And you do it mentally, of course, right? Because if you're talking aloud, then you cannot breathe properly. Okay, so let's do a few rounds mentally repeating the mantra or mentally counting as you prefer. For example, when we are exhaling, double length inhalation, what is happening is like the exhalation is more connected to our parasympathetic system. So when we exhale longer, we are helping the parasympathetic system to trigger the, rest, calm in our nervous system. So it's like the rest, calm, relax mode, yeah, and not like the fight or flight mode that is the sympathetic nervous system. Yeah. One last round. And we conclude the practice today chanting the mantra Om Namah Shivaya, mentally repeating Om Namah Shivaya. And sometimes we also like to do it in this way. So Om Namah Shivaya is the mantra for transformation, right? And we do the Om Namah Shivaya in like different tones, okay? So one part is like a higher note, feeling the vibration in your brain. Another part is like a lower note, feeling the vibration in the Anahata chakra or the heart center, okay? So it's kind of like this. Om Namah Shivaya. So the higher notes, we are bringing awareness to the head, lower note to the heart chakra. Om Namah Shivaya. 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 And for a moment, simply observe, how does your body feel? What are the thoughts passing through your mind? Observe the emotions. Observe the effects of the practice in your physical, emotional, and mental body. And we send the vibration of balance and peace in all directions to all beings who are in need of balance and peace in their lives. And we offer our practice for them. Namaste. Thank you so much, everyone.